Okay, we're here. Did it. Things are running. Things are set up. We'll see how everything goes. So, of course, you can't start a stream without it being minor chaos. So, hmm, do I want to do my quote first and then story time? Let me look at the quote again. No, that story is actually not relevant to the quote. So we'll start with a little story time, the chaos of this morning story time, and then we'll do the quote, and then the story that relates to the quote. So I woke up at 6 this morning because fuck if I know, and laid there because there was a study done at some point, and I don't know if it's still valid or if it has now been disproven because that's how studies go. But essentially, it was even if you are not able to fall asleep laying in bed with your eyes closed in a dark space, kind of stuff is still more restful and beneficial to your brain and your body than getting up. So, in theory, if you lay there and just try and stay restful, even if you're not asleep, it's still better. So I was like, well, maybe if I just lay here for a little bit longer, I'll drift back into sleep. And then I couldn't, like I laid there and thought about it. And I was like, you know what? Because I found out when the buses come, I was like, tomorrow you're going to have to get up at 5:15. So if you get up at 6, well, I ended up waking up at like 6:20. Well, getting out of bed at like 6:20 because I think I woke up at about 6. And you're gonna have to get up at 5:15, so about an hour earlier than you are right now. So just do it. So I willingly, logically got up at 6:20 today because tomorrow is gonna be even harder. And then I was like, I'm not looking forward to probably pooping out earlier today, which I probably will. Like, I have a feeling I'm gonna fall asleep at like 9 o'clock tonight, which we'll see how that goes. But um, in theory, it'll help me for tomorrow. I think I'm still gonna be resentful. My older son's bus comes at 6 and gets dropped off at school. Let's say 15, about 35 minutes earlier than he needs to be there because new bus system. I'm really hoping that as they get into the school year and determine who is actually riding the bus, that they might level out, or maybe they're still hiring drivers. I don't know, but it just seems like he's getting picked up an hour and 20 minutes before school starts and then getting dropped off at the school 35 minutes before school starts. Like I don't know why they're not shift it like 15 minutes later, like 6:15 maybe, I don't know. It seems weird. I don't understand the logic. We'll just deal with it. But yeah, so I got up early. So I was able to chill and get my stuff done and look at some technical stuff for my laptop, was able to just kind of meander through my morning, pick my quote. I had my quote picked out at like 9:20, and I was like, "All right, I'm going to get that in my streaming stuff. I'm going to get it in my spreadsheet. I'm going to Oh, this is my no, this is not part of my quote. This is still part of the chaos." And then I was like, well, now I have like 40 minutes. I'll, fluff my laundry. I need to do that. And then I think I have time to paint a color on the project I'm working on. I'll just go out and do that. Knowing that it would take me a little bit longer than I had estimated, but I also was like, okay, here's my chunk of time. But of course, I sat down and went, oh shit, I forgot to do the YouTube side of things because Twitch, you can just set all that stuff and just have it. Now you can kind of do that with YouTube too, but you have to tell it you want to live stream. So you have to like create live and then set up all your details and then make like start it. Twitch, you can just have it set and then you're not like really actively streaming or anything. I don't think it makes a huge difference letting YouTube just sit, but I didn't want to let it sit for like 45 minutes. That seemed like a little excessive. So anyway, I was like, oh shit, I need to do that. Not that I really did a lot for it because it's the same thing I streamed on Thursday, but still. Let me click on this, see if there's any sound. Sometimes there's music in these menus and sometimes there's not, but just in case. Just in case for a little atmosphere. So yes, I was all ready an hour and a half ago and then was still scrambling at the last minute because I decided to do too much at the last minute because I also needed to pull out the laundry from the dryer so that I could switch everything over. I need to wash our bedding tonight or today. And I need to start it early because while I have another sheet that I can put on the bed, everything else we have one. So if I don't finish washing it by tonight, we don't have blankets and stuff. So I gotta get it started early. Anyway, that's my chaos. And let's see. That leaves us with the quote of the day. Ready for the quote of the day? The quote of the day is, if you're not making mistakes, then you're not doing anything. I'm positive that a doer makes mistakes. And that's from John Wooden. And it sounds kind of harsh in some ways because it's not my intention. And I don't think his intention was probably like in a shameful kind of way, like you should be doing things. For me, it's a reminder that I'm going to make mistakes. I've gotten better with it now, but when I was young, if I couldn't do something relatively easily, quickly, then I would just be like, oh, that's not for me, or oh, must not be good at that, or oh. And it's not to say I didn't work at things. There were things I had to work at, but there were a lot of things that I just was like, oh, this must not be for me. Or I would get really frustrated with the fact that there was a learning curve to stuff. And so it's more of like a reminder to myself that if I'm doing things, then I'm going to make mistakes. That is kind of an inevitability. And I've actually tried to, part of the reason I started getting better with it was because my older son is very much like I was when I was young, where it's like, he would not want to try because he was afraid if he did and made a mistake or did it wrong, that it was worse. Like that's the worst thing that could possibly happen. And we had to have a lot of discussions about how not trying at all is the worst mistake you can make because you're not even giving yourself the chance to do it right or to get better at something. So it's better to try and fail or try and make a mistake than it is to not try at all. And it's been a struggle, but you know, it's taught me how to deal with my own version of that while trying to help him work through his version of that. And yeah, sometimes you just need a reminder that it's okay to make mistakes. And part of the reason it popped into my brain is because I've been trying to troubleshoot some tech stuff this week. And tech stuff stresses me the hell out. And I got that new laptop, super stoked, and then realized I was having some kind of hiccup in my audio. It was creating like hiccup in the video, and I didn't understand why. So I had to go back and kind of reteach myself about things, learn some new tricks, learn some different advice. And so I'm trying that stuff out and still was having trouble. Anyway, it was a big back and forth. And I started messing with stuff that I was like, I'm not exactly sure what this is doing. And then I'd screw something up and I'd be like, oh no, did I just completely screw this? Like, am I going to like wipe and reinstall? And like, anyway, but like if I'd had to do that a year ago, and this is a recurring theme if you've been with me, a year ago, I would have just been like, not even testing out those things. I would have just let it go or taken like an easier, more clunky route just because I wouldn't have to mess with stuff like that. And a lot of it was yesterday. I got into a deep rabbit hole yesterday of searching up this kind of terminology. Okay, here, let's troubleshoot that way. Okay, well, that wasn't quite it, but look, I've learned some new terms. Let's go look for that crap. And it was a big back and forth. I've got the laptop now in a state where I think it'll be fine for streaming. in the garage with my music, doing art stuff, multi-streaming, all of those shenanigans. The only drawback is that I had to turn off the monitoring to my music to get it to be smooth and nice. And that means I don't get to hear my music, which is kind of a bummer. Like, I run my mouth a lot, but like sometimes it's nice to just sit and hear the music that I have, playing. And I don't know exactly why. I'm still gonna like, I might let it breathe for a bit and just kind of let it go. But also, okay, that's like still on my to-do list of understanding why it's doing that. Like, I just still don't really understand. I found several different suggestions. I tweaked several settings, both on the computer and in the, in the streaming software. Like, it was just a big to-do. And I was still tweaking it this morning, trying. Oh, there's a new thing I found. Oh no, it doesn't work for that, or it doesn't work the way it worked for them, or whatever. And then of course I found the new threshold where I started getting into some really technical, like, we need to look at this and that and the other. I'm like, I don't know what any of that shit is, so we're not gonna go there. It's in a workable state, and that's what matters most. And then, of course, I'm not streaming in the garage today because, well, there's an update coming on Wednesday, and I have some work to do. So, those are my thoughts. That's the quote. We can move on to things and stuff. I need to get these windows. Oh, you know what I just realized? I really need to get my spreadsheet open because I have a feeling I'm going to have to do some of that today. So let's get my Dreamlight Valley stuff spreadsheet open, and let's click this and make sure I can see both chats just in case people talk to me, because I like to try and pay attention. I don't always succeed, but I try. So I hope you're doing well today, or having the kind of day you hope for. Whatever the best case scenario for your day might be, because not everybody is going through mundane things all the time. Still seeing some hiccuping happening in the game. You might have to recruit my husband on troubleshooting that, because I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just kind of running around. Okay, I should just stop. Ugh. I don't like the fact that that is still being problematic. Okay. So he wants me to do a friendship picnic for Oswald and Stitch. White furniture, black furniture, quirky furniture, and seats. So where do I want to put them? I mean, where do I want to set this up? I don't think it's like a huge deal. Does he have a specific location in mind? Okay, so it doesn't say like a specific location. So that's helpful. So I'm going to go over to, not that I actually have to travel over here to get it done, but I'm going to come over here. I have crackers because I am hungry. And these are easy. So give me a minute. I'm trying to break up my cracker consumption. So my kids are still at my parents' house. My mom said they were going to try and return them a little early today. It almost sounds like they're returning a rental. That's funny. I don't know what that means. Because their drop-off time used to be around 2 in the afternoon. And then after the pandemic, their weekly visits over there shifted to not as frequently. But then they've been dropping them off later, like between 4 and 6. So I don't know how early my mom means when she says. Okay, that was weird. I can't really see in here, y'all. Alright, is that everything out of the way? Is that all the crap? Because I'm assuming I might have to take a picture. Okay, F. So yeah, I don't know exactly when. That was another deterrent for doing an art stream in the garage. White. You know what, though? Most of the stuff. Most of the stuff that I might use for something like this. Ooh, look at that. I wish I had more than one of those. Okay. I think they play chess. I just realized I didn't finish my thought. My thought was most of like the basic stuff is not even in my inventory now. Oh, and that was the other thing. So now that they're getting ready to... Ooh, we can do 2 of those. Maybe I'll do 2 of those and then get rid of that. What is this? Quirky? Ooh. Excellent. Like the basic stuff is all in my house. I made that storage on the upper floors just because I wanted to get it out of this so that I would... Ew, snot. So gross. Anyway, it would not bog down when I was decorating. I can finish a thought. I swear, I'm trying to do like too much at the same time. Anyway, now it's not in here anymore, so I can't like use it for these different... Do I even have any seating? Oh, I do. I have this really... But I used the bench. The benches should count as seating, right? But like all of my basic chairs, unless I've bought them since I dumped everything in the house, is now not available for this kind of stuff. So once we get the new text searching, I can put everything back in here, I think. I don't know. I like the fact that they might make like a little area to play in. There. Oh, I'm not talking into my mic because I was eating a cracker. Can these turn on? Does it keep going? Oh! Sorry. I got a little excited. Those are so cute. Okay. Oswald, I'm back. Have you come up with something fun to add to the picnic? Have I ever? Stitch said he liked my style, so I made this. Oh, cute. A giant cartoon parasol? That's so cool. You and Stitch are going to be adorable. Or this won't grow legs and run off, will it? That's so cool. Yes, sirree. We're going to be cool as cucumbers in the shade. All right, you got to go get Stitch, and I'll go place the parasol. Thanks. Okay, so where is Stitch? Please tell me Stitch is not sleeping, because that's going to put a damper on this whole thing. Please don't be asleep. All right, where'd he go? There he is. No, no. Okay. Oh. All right, where'd he go? There he is. No! Stop! Seriously. Hi. Excuse me.
Thank you.
He said he was supposed to place the cartoon parasol. Excuse me? Rude. False advertising. Or was he supposed to go get Stitch and I was... Did I read the wrong character reading that or saying that thing?
Morning, everybody.
Do I have my head up my ass? Probably. Ah! And Olaf is already here. Can you play with Stitch and Oswald too? Because that would be freaking adorable. Okay. Now... Okay, that was weird that it didn't really show up. Okay. Oh, I want it definitely to be a different camera mode. No. That is not what I want. It's V for a different camera mode. Ooh. I don't like it that I can't fix... Oh my gosh. Y'all. I don't like that you can't change the decorations. Like, these kind of things, it's like once you're there, you are committed. So it doesn't matter what the angle is. Like, I wish I could have rearranged this furniture a bit to make it feel a little bit different in the picture. But it's fine. I wish you could have a chance to adjust the furniture. Anyway. Alright. Need to eat my crackers real quick. What the hell? I don't care what your need is. Get all the stuff you need. So my husband recently was able to upgrade his computer. Because the deal we got to get my laptop included like everything that was purchased at once. So we were able to get it all together. And he needed like some components because his parts were out of date. But he realized that the upgrades allowed him to wirelessly play games off of his computer with the VR headset. So now, of course, he's like, oh, I need this, and I need the headphones, and I need this. And I'm like, just get all the stuff you need at once, man. Like, stop coming in. It's been a bit since, well, and he's never been able to wirelessly play. It's always been connected to his computer, so all the stuff that's by his computer that he would need is already there, but he's not playing in here today, so I can't spite him, but I also want to give him shit. The capybara's favorite food is not bamboo? Why did I think it was bamboo? Rude. Oh. Okay. So I am looking at critters because, all right, I'm going to do some spreadsheet work, so it's going to be kind of boring. But I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I know Thursday and Sunday the capybara I need is not available. And I feel like I've checked it on Saturday and seen that he wasn't there, which means the only day would be Friday. But I'm trying to log 12 p.m. to 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. Because once I get this 12 p.m., did I say that? 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. Okay. 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. I'm just trying to, I mean, I could have looked this up, but I'm stubborn. Welcome, welcome. If you don't know that I am stubborn, you do now. Okay. Because eventually I'd like to have, instead of having it be a list, which is what it is now. Did it say all day for the red one? Nope. I'm reading. I haven't done this kind of stuff on stream yet. Sunbird. 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. Okay. Well, that's interesting that it gives you 4 Sunbird options on Sunday. Didn't really ever notice that. Okay. Not here today. Okay. Black squirrel. Makes me wonder if then on Saturday there are also 4. I don't know. Some days you have more opportunity than others. I'm going to get distracted. I need to stop. I need to just be quiet and focus for a minute. A to P. Because I am missing information and not typing all of the information. So that will not be helpful. So I might as well just focus. Oh, what the frick did I just do? Red. A to P. Okay. White squirrel. 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. Well, If I had known that, actually, you know what? No, that's not true because it's Sunday and I probably won't wake up at 5:15 on Sunday. I was like, "Oh, I'll be getting up for school. I can come in here and get some critters." No, because that's Monday. Okay, A to P. P to A. Okay. Golden is A to P. Pink is not here today. Red is P to A. Okay. And then white crocodile is 6P. Black rabbits. Wait, black rabbit is what? A to P. P to A. No calico. Classic is P to A. White is A to P. Blue raven, A to P. What the heck? Okay. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. Okay. A to P. Is that right? A to P. Classic is P to A. Red is A to P. White is P to A. No black sea turtle. Brown, A to P. Classic is P to A. I have to say it out loud or else I'm going to forget from when I look at it to when I type it. Purple, A to P. Okay. White, P to A. Black, A to P. No, black, P to A. P to A, right? Blue is A to P. Classic, A to P. Red is not here. White is P to A. I should go try and get the. See, this is the next step. is getting, like, going and getting all of them. Okay, black, P to A. Classic, P to A. Red, A to P. White, A to P. Yeah, it's like they're giving you at least 4 options throughout Saturday or Sunday. Today is Sunday. Beige monkey all day. Black and brown is P to A. Okay. Black and gray not here. Classic is all day. No red and beige and tune. I believe the tunes are always all day. Almost there, almost there. Okay, capybara, P to A. Black and white, P to A. P to A. Okay, there we go. Blue, not here. Classic, all day. Oh, hit the wrong buttons. No. Okay, capybara. What was that? Classic? And that was all day, right? Yes. Gray spotted, all day. Gray spotted, all day. Red and white, not here today. This is the one I need. See how I have all the other capybaras? Probably because I never play on the day that it's available. Tune is available all day. And actually, copy, paste. Okay, blue and red striped all day. Ooh, this is the only time it's available all day so far. Oh, that's not how we do that. Cobra. Blue and red striped all day. Classic all day. Oh. Green and white. Pink spotted. 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. I already have that one though. Tune is all day. And yellow and purple is p.m. to a.m. Okay, so with those two I can just copy and paste as well. Wow. So there are 47 critters available throughout the day. It's a lot of critters. All right, that just leaves me to fill in Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then I can create like a different... So it's easier to see. I need to be able to see it easier than this list is. But this is the basis. This is the basis to see it. All right, that's really not what I need. I need this. There we go. Okay. Back to the stuff. Back to the stuff. Okay. That was a lot. What am I doing? See how he enjoyed it. Okay. How was your picnic? Gee, Lilith, it was swell. Stitch thought I was a dew-dropper, but now he knows I was just getting some extra winks. We're going to schedule our brunches for after lunch now. Glad to help. Now have we learned our lesson about building household objects that run off on their own? You betcha. And the lesson is that it's a riot. No, that wasn't the lesson. Or, okay, it was pretty funny. Okay, it was pretty funny. But you need to be more considerate. Okay, okie dokie, I understand. If I want your help again, I gotta be on the level. You know what? Close enough. Have fun with Stitch. Thanks. Okay, and here, take this. I ain't gonna need all the alarm clocks. Oh, cute. Let's get that in my spreadsheet as well. Mm-hmm. That is storage by... Nope, that is not storage by room. That is a furniture item. Alarm clock. Oswald. So... Alright, y'all. The inconsistencies. Okay, hold on. Let's look at all areas and see if it actually has two listings. So I have Oswald the Lucky Rabbit and Oswald. And I am curious if they are two separate sections here or if they are combined into one. Oswald. So how do I have Oswald the Lucky Rabbit as a thing? So this says Oswald's. Oswald's. I'm going to sort this real quick and see. I know it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. But it really bugs me. Okay, it's probably because I work in a freaking library. And I'm like, keep your schema consistent. Okay. It's okay. This is what now? This is furniture. So this is Dreamlight Valley only. Don't scroll through 90 items. Or 38. Or 53. Or 27. Move it along. 577. I thought there was a section for Oswald in here. Did they change it? How did I get it to be called Oswald the Lucky Rabbit in here? I feel like I'm losing my damn mind. All right. Probably because they're freaking with stuff. Because they've done that before where they've, like, corrected something. And because I have my own spreadsheets, it's like, ugh, now it's called something different. They did that when they put, like, the basic stuff in. The stuff that you could use for clothing. Anyway. I got the Oswaldian clock in my list, right? I didn't not do that. Yeah, I have like multiple things with Oswald the Lucky Rabbit as the collection. I wonder if it's because I had it from the clothing. Is it called Oswald the Lucky Rabbit in the clothing, maybe? Yeah, like all of them. But now it's just called Oswald. All right, I'm over it. Cook some vegetarian pizza. What's my next Oswald quest? Locked. Oswald level 7. Well, poop. What level are you? I could look, but that would be extra. Do I want to just scour with him? I'm kind of tempted not to scour because of the update coming out. And I don't want it to... Like, I don't want the valley to be completely reset. What? 3 days before I'm going to need probably night thorns and all kinds of crap. You could use a human's help. You know, I should start doing some of the Remy quests. He might give me recipes I don't know. While I'm trying to decide what I want to do next, like, do I want to work on Mulan and Mushu, or do I want to keep working on Oswald? And if I do that, do I want to then... Like, what tasks do I want to do? It's not called that here. This is one of the, like, the ones that drives me bananas the most, is sometimes it's called other and sometimes it's called non-Disney related.
Thank you kindly.
Like, pick one. Just pick one. Laugh floor bench. And part of the reason I think it bothers me, and this does come from my library job, is deciding on a scheme to begin with and sticking to it and trying to make sure it's as consistent as possible will make sure that it stays cleaner the further along you get. The bigger your data sets get, like, the further you deviate away from whatever the scheme is, or, like, it's close enough, the harder it's going to be to manage it and correct things later. I know from experience. And maybe they're using stuff that, like, programming things that I'm not savvy with that make it work fine, but, like, I've just been doing lots of data cleanup projects over the last few years, and a lot of it's based on just inconsistencies like that, so get somebody from a library to help you. Keep that stuff organized. A serials librarian. You need, like, a serials librarian. Just to deal with inconsistencies.
The sun's shining almost as bright as
Those lamps are so cute. I know I have them already, but they're still so freaking cute. At first I thought that was going to have, like, the shiny tiles. I would love to find them. Like, I have the one that has gold or, like, a bronzy color, but I would really like it if there was a silver version. Oh, that's right. I made that a drop down. I forgot. Or a validation. Whatever that is. Oh. Yeah, a leak in your money bin. I know, you're super paranoid about it. Convert to drop down chips. Do I not have that? I don't know. Maybe I didn't make it a validation. I should, because there's only two. There's only two options that column could ever be.
Goodbye now. Toodaloo.
Alright. We have now purchased from Scrooge.
The sun's shining almost
All right. Well, should I just say screw it and scour anyway? Honestly, the Isle, Eternity Isle, repopulates faster than the Valley seems to. So I could scour here. Maybe. And search for time bendy stuff. Because he's a time bendy person anyway. Well, school starts tomorrow. Oh, so Thursday, I had remembered something about school from Thursday. And then when I went to look up the information to figure out like when all the back to school events were, the only information that I could find about Thursday was that it was the orientation for new students for my older son's school. So I found the stuff for my little one. My little one's was on Wednesday. We did that just fine. And then all I could find for my older son's back to school for returning students back to school night was for Friday. And I was like, I could have sworn there was something about Thursday, but maybe it was just their, because it was a second email about these are the dates, and then a clarification email to be like, this is what, they're like 3 separate events, and one was I can't even remember what the first one was, because it wasn't for us anyway. It might have been for like seniors or something, and my older son is not a senior yet. And then there was the orientation for new students, and then there was the back to school for all the students. And so I was like, well, maybe I just am remembering, you know, that there was something about this date, but not specifically. And then they sent out a phone message. It's not like I talked to a person. I just got a message on my phone saying back to school night, don't forget that back to school night was tonight. And I was like, wait a minute. And then I even went and looked at the email, and I was like, maybe they're getting the terminology wrong, because again, inconsistency is like, use the same terminology for the same thing, you know, so that there's no confusion when you're communicating about stuff like that, right? So be consistent. And sent a message saying, hey, with the clarification email and the dates from the clarification email, and then said, hey, I thought tonight was just for new students and that tomorrow was for returning students. Well, the only reply I got back at 4:45, now the event started at 5, was that it was for all the students. And that was it. Nothing else. So I was like, well, she didn't say there wasn't the thing tomorrow. I attached it to the email that had the Friday date still on it. Didn't say anything about the Friday date. So then I sent a follow-up message saying, is there still something tomorrow? Because that's the one we planned on going to, was the Friday one. And I didn't get a response back until 2:30 on Friday saying there was no event. But I even made a phone call. I was like, hey, like, what's up with this? And then, Ford. Are you sure there's nothing else you need? Oh, it's beeping at you. I see. Okay. So, anyway, I found that the original date change was sent through a text message and nothing else. So I had lost track of it. So when I went looking for official dates and found the one that was marked as a clarification, it was an email. And I was like, well, this must be the information that I need, because it's like clarifying the original back to school event information. And the answer was no. Usually they over communicate. Usually they send a text, and then they use an app, and then they have email, and then I'll get the phone call. So I'll get anywhere from 3 to 4 notifications from all those different sources on every single communication for my kid. And sometimes it's for both kids, and sometimes it involves the district too. So I'll get another set of 2 to 4 messages from the district for both kids. It's just madness. But I'd almost rather have over communication than they sent an email to say this is when the stuff is, and a clarification email to say this is when the stuff is. And then they made a correction via a text message. And then they reminded us with a phone call. Like, they didn't... It was really annoying. So needless to say, my son did not go to back to school night because I had forgotten that the text message was even a thing. Because we got the, plans 2 weeks before. And then that text message a week later. And then a phone call the day of. And that was it. So my son wasn't, like, upset about it. I felt bad because I felt like we needed to have some kind of, I don't know, refresher. And I also want to say explicitly that I do not envy people trying to coordinate communications for a school. But they need a communications manager if they don't have one, like, desperately. It's crazy. Or just a coordinator, somebody. But, oh well, at least it wasn't like graduation or something. Like something really crucial to his high school experience. Like, back to school nights are good and all, but like if he misses one this year, it's not going to be the end of the world. He wasn't desperate to go. Like, I don't feel as bad because he wasn't like, yay, I really want to go to that, and then upset we didn't get to. Oh, my nose is itchy. What the hell? Anyway. But that means we don't know anything about his upcoming schedule. Like I said, I didn't even get their bus schedule until, was it Friday? Like, I was like, I still don't know when I'm picking, or like when we have to get up. I don't even know. But I kind of expected that because we have a new bus company this year. So I figured there would be some delays in information. Oh, I already cleared this out up here. Although I think, yeah, some stuff grew. In the meanwhile. Those fountains are super cute. I think I have, like, little walls that go with them. I wonder if they merge together. When... like, you put the walls next to the fountains? That would be cute. I kind of suspect they might not, but who knows? I could try and test it out, but that would be, like, effort and stuff. Okay. Ugh! Oh. Told my kids that we need to watch The Princess and the Frog, though. Since it's coming. Tiana. And a bunch of content related to it, so... the next Star Path, if I'm not mistaken. Gimme, double that. That is amazing. Ooh. Oh, level 5? Ah, oh, balls. Now, is that a thing? It is furniture. Oswald's car. Cute. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oswald's car. 18 objects. Interesting. Okay. Oswald's car. That is not flooring or wallpaper, which is where I just typed it. I was like, why is there this column? Oh. Oswald. Nope. I want them to fix that again. The Eternity Isle notifications, or, furniture, and I think clothing has been doing it too, but definitely, furniture. But the notification dot on the menu thing that's like, hey, you have new stuff. It's like, no, I don't. Leave me alone. Ooh, yes. More of these cores. I need to update my, my gardens. I want to really work on the Wajahuzuma Jeba. Is it the plaza? No, it's the meadow where I have all of my orchard and garden stuff going on. And what I'm really waiting on to flesh all of that out is, come on now. Come on now. Is, my upgraded gardener machine thingies. What is back here? Is that on the other side, like down here? Okay. Why does Eva seem stuck? I feel like Eva, Gaston, and Rapunzel in Eternity Isle are currently stuck in these spots. Like, what's your deal? Uh-oh, everything turning black and white and all this magic in the air must be really messing with your sensors, huh? It's all Jafar's doing. Directive? Take care of the Isle, investigate anything weird, or try not to freak out too much, or hang out with Wally. Take care of the Isle. I feel like that might be a little too vague for Eva, though. In the meantime, I could have sworn I saw a black and white monkey running around Ancient's Landing. Okay. I should just start talking to everybody with a marker over their head. Because I know there's going to be a lot of questy stuff. You know? Okay, so this area is all together. I really should start carrying around bananas. Well, if the capybara's favorite food is not bamboo... And I know I've given them garlic and cinnamon before, which so that's the stuff that grows in the tangle. And usually it's something, like if they like something in their own biome, then their favorite tends to be something from their own biome. But those are the plants. Maybe it's the...
Let me ask you a question. Who's got the best neighbors in the valley? That's right. You're looking at them.
Oh, Mushu. And I was like, I know I saw some sticks. Sticks. This. See, at some point I'm going to want to make like this like a little market area. But we're getting like a new restaurant and a new stall. With the Tiana's update. Or Star Path. I guess it's a Star Path. Nothing over here. It's empty. Did I already empty it? Maybe that's what happened. You're still with me, right, Oswald? Oh, not that.
Magic could be controlled here.
Yep. That doesn't go here. You can have that, though. You can have that. That's fine. I don't know why Sully making scary feet, scary feet. Shit cracks me up. Oh, I haven't been up here yet. Fantastic. Amazing.
I just love watching the human world.
Yeah. That almost makes it sound a little creepy, though, Ariel. Nope. So they were talking about in their survey the potential for, well, like what kind of new content you would want for the things that you were excited about, like the franchises you were excited about. I guess they weren't all franchises, but like the IPs you were excited about. And I think it's interesting that they're suggesting that something could be a new expansion. If they ever, like, if they keep going with the potential they have both in the castle and then, like, that little dock area they made to get to Eternity Isle from the castle. And the fact that, like, in the castle there's even more places where they could add more docking, like, exits. Like, I'd be just so curious. If this game keeps going for a long time, they could do so much. They could have so much in this game. You know what I realized is the game is kind of smoothed out. I mean, not like perfectly 100% of the time, but like I'd stopped noticing it as much. Either that or I'm just getting used to it. Maybe it's still acting weird and I'm just like not really noticing. I'd like to think I'd notice, but you know, brains are weird and sometimes they just get used to shit. Hello. Gimme, gimme. Ooh, dingle hoppers. Fantastic. I think dingle hoppers are one of the things I need to make the books I need. Because I still need to shuffle everyone around to their new tasks or whatever. Companion tasks. Well, take these. Mushu's so little. I'm so used to seeing it be like a little gray rat body. So now that it's like this orange noodle looking thing. Mushu running around. It's noticeable. Gimme. Alright. Well, let's drop that stuff off. Oh, I don't have anything in here yet. Okay, well you can have that, you can have that, you can have that. And I'll give you that. And then we'll do inventory and then we'll sort. Just so it's a little less chaotic. More cores, more cores. Where are we time-wise? Oh, we're almost.
Okay, people look alive. Rise and shine.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to you.
Hey, it's you!
Whoa, did you see that, Lilith? When you opened up the menu, all these memories started rushing back. Chez Remy used to have a whole seating area around it with tons of tables and chairs and an incredible statue. I knew it. I knew something was missing from the restaurant. That seating area looked amazing, or it looks like a lot of work to rebuild, or what happened to all that stuff? That one. Good question. I remember it was all made out of a special, extra shiny and durable metal called wrought iron. Mr. McDuck helped me order it, but it cost a whole lot of star coins. That's what we can do for the cooking challenges. Chez Remy won't be able to make enough star coins to make something as impressive as that seating area by just serving folks in the restaurant. We need to start taking mobile orders. Ooh, great idea. Or it sounds like this will be tough. Or I hope I'll get tips for this. Great idea. Thanks. My cooking has been blah, 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 blah. My cooking may be based in tradition, but I'm all about innovation too. Okay, we need to start by getting the word out. Why don't you make some free sample deliveries around the village? And remember, this is a challenge of all your culinary skills, so you'll have to figure out the recipes yourself. Good luck. Damn it, I was hoping for help.
I'm just living the dream.
I was hoping he would give me like, hey, go cook this for me and give me a recipe I don't have. Some of those recipes are such a pain in the ass. Anyway. How much time do I want to take before I want to go take a break? Well, let's see how much drink I have. He's going to come back here any minute. Because his computer is making noise again. And the last time he needed to come in and click something. I'm gonna give him so much shit later. Don't worry, it's one of the benefits of being married to a smartass. We are both married to a smartass. Hi. Oh, what do you need? Oh, is this to give for the quest? Why can't I give you that? Weird. Here, take this.
Hello.
Oh, Lilith, this dessert looks almost as good as the ones the staff made for me at the Beast Castle. Oh, did she need, a dessert then? What's the special occasion? Remy's starting a service in the village for special deliveries. You could order a special dinner for you and the Beast, or maybe you can get some of that delicious gray stuff on the go. Beast? That's a wonderful idea. I'll be sure to order something soon. Interesting. Now, if only we could get some sort of service like this in the village for books. I mean...
I have the most wonderful new book to read.
You could start that service. Oh, I wasn't close enough. Looks like I need to eat something now. Well, what else grows? I mean, can I give them sticks? Here, take this stick. Maybe they'll like that.
My neighbors are good. Yes, model citizens.
Cute. Those giant ears.
There are so many.
Just one of my favorite
possibilities for
attributes
adventure here.
in a corgi. Oh, you know what? This is the step I always forget, is actually remembering to time bend and get this stuff. Gimme. Quickly.
Smell rosemary?
Do you smell rosemary? Do I need to talk to you, Sully? Nope. Yeah, I thought about fishing with Oswald and mining just because those two activities, like they repopulate their areas fairly quickly. So, like, scouring is risky this close to a new star path because I might need duties coming out of my ears that involve stuff, you know, like involve clearing night thorns or gathering certain things. And I could be shooting myself in the foot picking everything up right now, but Oswald needs to be level 7, so doing anything is usually better than doing nothing. What I'll probably do after this, instead of scouring the valley, since the valley probably... It's just risky, because sometimes stuff fills in quick, and then other times it's like, I've waited like 2 weeks and nothing has regrown. What the hell is happening? We could even go over there right now and see how many roots we have. Like the forgetting roots. Or vines, or whatever. The night thorns. There's words. I know how things go.
This place is no Paris, but I can work with it.
Okay. Don't forget to do this every time. That's why you gotta say things out loud to yourselves until you have the habit built, right? And even after you build the habit, sometimes it's still helpful to just say the crap out loud. No matter how awkward it is. Oh, is the thing down there part of this area? The one thing I really don't care for with Eternity Isle having only 3 biomes, but like kind of little zones within the biome, is that sometimes... Hello, country gal. How are you? I haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing well today. It's sometimes tricky to tell, like, what areas go together. Like, this area and up the hill are kind of the same little area. So when I, you know, exhaust searching for this stuff, the time-bendy stuff, it takes those two kind of separate-ish areas because they're really one. I don't know. Maybe I'm explaining that badly. I'm probably explaining that badly. But it's kind of frustrating to figure out, like, where the little zones are separated. Like, the valley is much more compartmentalized. Like, the biome doesn't have separate sections. It's all part of the same thing. Oh, man. I haven't even created storage for the time-bendy stuff, though. It's all still just in my, like, the first room of my house, because... Alright, I saw a capybara. I'm gonna try and feed him something ridiculous, like a stick. See if that is his favorite gift. For food? I just saw him. Where did he go? There you are. Hi. Can I... That's not how that works. This is not that kind of game. This? No. I didn't think so. Gonna be lurking while you do a few things? Well, that's perfectly fine. We love lurkers. Be productive. Ugh. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of torn about being, like, super productive today and, like, doing stuff with my kids today when they get home from my parents' house because it's the last day before school starts. Maybe I can figure out a balance. Okay, so if it's not bamboo, and it's not cinnamon, and it's not garlic, can I give you a flower? No. Because I'm trying to think of, like the crocodiles and the foxes. They like pretty much, they both eat fish and like the stuff that comes out of the water in their area. And they like all of that stuff. but they like one of the varieties. Like I think is it lobster or crab for the crocodiles? I think it's lobster for the crocodiles. And then I want to say it's white sturgeon for the foxes. So I feel like it's got to be something here. Like I could try to give you cinnamon, but I feel like I've given you cinnamon before. I'm going to give it to you anyway. Because they like it. That's not what I want. This is what I want. I wish these weren't all mishmashed together. I wish they had their own separate categories, kind of like that over there. Feed the capybaras their favorite food. So they like it, but it's not their favorite. And they like bamboo, and they like garlic. Balls. What could it be? They seem to be vegetarians. Like, can I cook bamboo just by itself? Maybe they like cooked bamboo?
Hello?
Hi. Oh, she wants something. Check it out. You. What's up? Hey, hey. Talk to me. She also wants... Interesting. She wants the cake or the pit. I wonder why. Maybe if I looked at Remy's quest, I'd know.
Oh, I just had to come to this.
I've never seen this before. Lilith is... I just gave her a fish dish. Is that rude? I didn't even think about it being Ariel. Here, would you like to eat your friends? Okay. Lilith, is this a recipe from the human world? It is, in fact. And actually, Elsa's responsible for it. You talk to Elsa about it. One of our finest. Remy is starting a delivery service in the village and wanted me to hand out some free samples to spread the word. We hope you enjoy a little taste of surface dweller food, or maybe instead of eating it, you can add it to your collection. So, you know, I'm curious. What do mer people eat? Because if their friends are all the sea critters, do they eat just like the equivalent of vegetables, and kelp and stuff? Like, what do they eat? I'm curious. Or are they predators of smaller sea life, even if they can talk to them and be friends with them? I don't know. Maybe instead of eating it, you can add it to your collection. Do you think I could do that? It looks so impressive that it's almost a shame to eat it. Thank you, Lilith.
I'm so happy Eric's here.
Yes, Sully, with your scary feet. Okay, now my drink's almost gone. Is this Nala? Okay, hello. Sure. You can have that. I don't mind.
Hi.
This smells amazing. What is it? It's a little taste of village cuisine featuring fish. Remy wanted me to let you know that he's doing food deliveries now. As one of our foremost lion representatives, we were hoping you could spread the word, or if only we served zebra on demand, the first one. I'd be happy to. I'm just not sure how much of Remy's food is really good for lions. But this does smell excellent.
Thank you.
Okay.
Not dangerous. You humans are pretty great.
I'm not really concerned. I'm not going to even bother looking at the quest. I'm just kind of wander around. I'm going to go see if I can just cook something out of bamboo. I probably should finish scouring. Okay, come on now. This game is so easy to get distracted. Like, squirrel! Oh, no. Doug. So, I'm not really into collecting Lego sets. Although there was part of me that's like, maybe I should start doing Lego building streams. There's lots of people doing Lego building streams, and I like building Legos. I'm like, don't do it. Because that's an expensive habit. but I am tempted by the set for Up. It's the house. And so it's got Mr. Fredrickson and the kid. What's the kid's name? Shit, I can't remember his name. I can remember Kevin, which is not his name. That's the bird. But there's a Doug figure in the set. Oh, Lego Doug. I just met you and I love you. It's very cute. It's not worth buying the whole set just to have a Doug Lego, but it is adorable. Like, maybe they should have, like, little sets. What is the kid's? Russell. That's his name. Aha! Sometimes my brain works. And sometimes you get to witness it working. Does it feel like a treat? I don't know why I'm in such an ornery mood today. I think there's part of me that's like dreading having to get up so early, and then there's another part of me, since I've spent this summer getting up earlier than I would normally have ever done previously, seeing what the next shift. Russell, haha. Nice. But I'm not looking forward to getting up at 5:15. Because that's the time I'm going to have to get up to make sure that my son is up by 5:30. But there's part of me that's like curious to see how I deal with it. And how long it takes me to incorporate that new time into like my regular schedule. Like, I could get up and I could make sure my kid is up by 5:30. And then I could go back to sleep until my other kid needs to get up at 7. Or I could take that time in between, which in May, I think is when I started, starting to get up, like, not right as my son left. Like, there were a few moments, I don't remember exactly how many times I got up and just actually started doing stuff instead of laying down and, you know, just nudging my son like, hey, get ready, hey, the bus is gonna be here, hey, you know, like, don't forget to eat. Things like that. Don't forget to brush your hair. But there were times where I got up and just started doing things instead of the bare minimum to get him out the door on time. And I'm interested to see, now that my attitude has started to shift over this summer, like, how early am I actually going to start incorporating this new time? Because honestly, the amount of crap I could get done if I got up at 5:15 every day, like, I don't know. I don't need it to be productive, because that's a lot of pressure. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There's a thingy, and a thingy to cook with. I'm going to cook bamboo and see what happens. I don't know if it'll cook anything. Is bamboo even an option in here? Okay, it's not a fruit. I didn't think it would be, but just in case I'm being dumb. There it is. Can I just cook bamboo? Grilled vegetables. Maybe I should make bamboo with cinnamon. Tasty vegetables. Well, I figured, I was kind of hoping it would be like a, you know how you'll get tasty vegetables with vegetables, except for things that, like tomato soup, where it just takes one tomato, so it's a vegetable, but it's a separate dish. Anyway, explaining things poorly, probably because I need to feed my brain. So I'm going to do this with garlic, since those are the things that grow in the tangle. Maybe I'll do all three. We'll do garlic and cinnamon and bamboo, which sounds terrible. Okay, it's still just tasty vegetables. That's fine. Hey, look, I prepared meals. I need mist. Ooh, I've got 49,000. Good for me. Okay. Now, where did he go? He was up here, right? Ah! Stuck in a bush. And stuck in a tree. There you are. Hello. Can I give you... I'm gonna give you tasty vegetables. Apparently not. Okay, and then I'm going to... Ah! Chase you down. Are you gonna be mad at me for a while? Should I go find the other one that I pissed off earlier? Okay. Not terribly long. Alright, so how about grilled vegetables? Also no. Well, crap. Maybe somebody else will want these tasty vegetables. Did I actually finish scouring? Oh, shit. The tangle, because I think I'm going to take my break in between scouring the tangle and scouring the desert. What's it called? Glittering Dunes. There we go. Well, you were such a good baby. I'll give you something. Here, take something I know you'll like. Here, take the cinnamon. Oh, they've got a little heart shape on their nose. Like in between their eyes, the bridge. Their nose. So cute. Okay, no more treasure. I think there's one little section left of the tangle to do. This is still part of the same area. What are Donald and Nala doing over there? That's really cute. Oh my gosh, they're being so cute. They're both kind of feisty. I kind of like that as a relationship, like a friendship right there. That's awesome. I love when you catch them doing stuff. I think one of my favorite things is still catching, like, I think it was in the Forgotten Lands. I walked up and saw Ursula and Mother Gothel, like, chit-chatting. And I was just remember thinking, what the hell are you two plotting? But I like the fact that, you know, it doesn't even have to be anything. It's just the fact that they're, like, these two villainous characters talking secretly in a dark and gloomy wood. You know, like, I bet they're up to something. They're probably talking about, like, makeup because they both are vain. Oh my gosh, we found a, I think it was a short, but it might have been a reel of somebody doing, like, tiny makeup around their mouth, but it was Ursula. And then she masked off her upper face and was singing Poor Unfortunate Souls. It was really funny. We watched it like 6 times in a row. Because that's how those things work. But it was the full face, but just like from her nose down. And of course her mouth was full-sized. It's funny. I think one of my favorite parts, though, was that she had, like, the tiny hands, so she could pretend to have, like, hands near the mouth. And she painted them purple. Because Ursula's purplish. I don't remember who it was, though. I had never seen this person before. That's something I'm interested in doing if I ever had cause to start, like, some community type stuff, is I'd like to start keeping lists of either content creators I have enjoyed their content from, or content creators that people from, like, the community that participates in my stuff, like, their recommendations, because I'm not going to have the ability to curate every single suggestion at all times, but I could have a, you know, these have been suggested by community members, you know, with the caveat that I may not have seen them myself. But if I do watch them, I could always shift them over, too. Because there's just so much out there. There's so much in the world. And it's tough. It's tough to try and catch it all. I've got like spreadsheets of movies I want to watch, and the library app I use to read books now, or listen to books. I've got lots of different lists going. Actually, that has some limitations to it because not everything has made it to audio format. I just saw somebody recommend, I don't know, like 5 different books, horror novels. But only 2 of them were available in audiobook form through my library app. So, which is unfortunate. I just don't have a ton of time to sit and read anymore. And I just have to accept that because it's real. It's, you know, I can wish all day that I would make more time to read. But the reality is that I don't, because I haven't been. And so if I actually want to read books, I need to just accept the fact that I need to now be doing it in audio format until such time as I have time to, as I make time. Not that I have time. I of course could use the time I have when I do other hobby-like things. I could be reading now instead of streaming or playing this video game in general. But I'm choosing not to do that. So until such time as I choose to physically read books regularly again, I'm going to accept the fact that I'm going to do them through audio format. And normally I don't get so, like, justify-y over it, but some people get really gatekeepy about how you read your books. And I would rather people just read, even if they listen. And not everybody can read for whatever reason. You know, you don't know. But I'd rather people read books, even if it's only listening to books. Because I would rather people find their joy any way they can. The more options available, the more people are going to be able to use them. I've read more books in the last, what is it? When did I start listening to books through this app that I use? Was it? I think it was like November. And I've read more books since then than I have in the last... That weren't children's books. That weren't books with my kids. Than I have probably in a decade. I think I fell out of... well, no, I read some books when I was working 3 jobs. And 7 days a week. And multiple doubles in a week. But I think it was kind of that was the beginning of the end of reading a lot of physical media. Because I was just burnt out all the time. Working 7 days a week. It's just sucks the joy out of you. Sucks your energy. Unless you're doing something you love, I suppose. But even then, it's still work. Even then, you still need breaks if you can get them. And then you only have so much time, you know? It's like, what was it? Every time somebody mentions, oh, there's this new show that's super cool. Or, oh, hey, have you seen this one show? And I'm like, well, it's on my list, but I haven't got to it yet. Because there's only so much time, you know? I've also started to accept that there are probably going to be just things I never get to. Not like I'm aging or expecting to die tomorrow or anything. Not that it's always possible if you want to get morbid. But, you know, I only have so much time. And there's always more. It may not be worth your time, but there's always more. There's always going to be more stuff.
Yes. Madam
I just try to be real about it, you know. Accept the reality of things and who I really am as a person and how I'm really behaving in the world. It allows me to be gentler with myself and others, which is sometimes very difficult to do. Okay, I'm going to have to take a break because we have hit almost 2 hours, and I usually take a break at an hour and a half. So, I need a new drink, I need a stretch, I probably need to use the bathroom, because who are we kidding? I always need to use the bathroom on a break. And I think I might grab something else to eat, because I did not plan well for today's meal. So, if you need to do any of the things, this might be the time. Alright. Took a little bit longer, but we heard this really loud bang outside, and so of course we were like, what's that? And our kids aren't here, so it's not like we could, oh, it must be the kids. Because my husband goes, if the kids were home, that would be something I'd be worried somebody got really hurt. So we aren't exactly sure what it was. But weird sounds in a neighborhood. All right. I actually ate. All right. What the heck were we doing? Oh yeah, we were scouring in the dunes next. Ate the last of some leftovers. Trying really hard to make sure we're eating our leftovers. I cleaned out the fridge this week for trash day. Most of it was like garnish. Like a couple rounds of pico de gallo and the last remnants of a container of sour cream and things like that. But mostly, it's just a random spot here that I can't... That is weird. What's that? Invisible barrier. But yeah, finished my rice and then we were like chit-chatting. Just, oh, I had to deal with my cat a little bit. He's starting to eat more than he had been because he just... You know, I was telling the kids about it. It's like my great-grandmother did the same thing. Drove my grandpa nuts because he would try and feed her and then she wouldn't eat. You know, she was in her 90s. But, you know, it was upsetting because, you know, it's his mom and he was trying to feed her and she would just... Her appetite was just not up to, you know, up to snuff. So I was talking to the kids about it's pretty normal for somebody who is older to stop eating as much, but started giving him some wet food again to see if that would perk him up, and then we've started him on this cat multivitamin from a friend's recommendation. And he seems to really like those. They're really stinky, but maybe, you know, that's why he really likes them, because cats and dogs both rely on their sense of smell quite a bit for eating. So maybe the fact that they are super stinky is best for him. But he's dropped a ton of weight, and he's now 18 and a half. Over 18 and a half. So the fact that we've gotten this much extra time with him after the scare we had last winter is still kind of amazing. But he's still not eating a ton of food. Just eating more than he had been for, I don't know, at least a week or two, where he was just starting to just barely pick at his food. But I went to the kitchen to make myself some lunch, and then he comes in and he's staring at me like, feed me. I'm just like, but your food is still in there. I mean, he'd already eaten quite a bit of it, but at the same time, it was like, you still have food, so I kind of refreshed it a little bit for him and brought his attention to it, because I think sometimes he forgets. Like, he's like, oh, there's people moving around, I need to follow the people, and then forgets that he still has food. And because we're in the kitchen, he's like, oh, it's food time. It's like, yeah, but your food is over here. So I had to redirect him to that, and then yeah, mysterious loud bang outside the house. I don't really know. Still don't really know what it was. We live right next to a walking path too, so there's always random noises coming from there. The person who has the, like, really young bloodhound was walking the dog last night, and my husband gave me this look like, what the hell? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's that really young bloodhound that someone likes to walk occasionally by our house. I don't walk them every day, so I don't know if they... Some people just drive over and park, because we have a couple little parking areas next to the path near our house. So there are people that will come park there and then walk on the path. I know I have some of these snakes, but I think I still need to feed them for the duty. Is this the blue snake? Oh! Blue and red striped cobra. Cobra. Good for me. Oh, too much too soon. I'm sorry. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I think I got this one last time though, yeah? I thought I'd equipped it. Since I'm looking all black and white and I have Oswald with me, it seems fitting to have the black and white snake with me. Yeah. There we go. It's weird since there's the one out in the wild and then mine right next to each other. That's funny. Oh. You're so cute. Okay. And safe, because you're in a video game, and I don't have to worry about the fact that you're a venomous snake. So my little one has a new teacher this year. He goes to a Montessori-style school, and they group grades together, and usually it's so that, like, the classes will stay together at least for 3 consecutive grades. But they had to do some reorganizing, so he actually got moved to a different classroom this year. And honestly, his last year teacher was really organized too. But I feel like she was still relatively new and hadn't quite, like, it was like she was, like, building how she's going to be organized as she continues at the school. And this new teacher seems like she has her stuff really well organized. So I'm really looking forward to seeing if my first impressions on how organized she was are going to be founded, you know? Come on now. Get in! I think it's interesting that there are a lot less of these, like, time bubble thingies. Because these used to be in every area. And now they are only in a few places. It's weird, there was like a distortion in the music there for a minute. But I wish I knew why they changed the fact that there were fewer of these bubble things. Because time bending is already stressful isn't enough. You don't need reduction in options and areas. I don't know. I probably should have dumped my inventory before coming up here, but I didn't, so we'll see how far I get. if I've run around with the snake as my companion before. I like the birds, but sometimes they can be really distracting. Especially the sunbirds. I really like the sunbirds, like how they look and stuff. But their wings flutter so fast that it's actually really distracting to have them run around with you. Especially if you get into like some weird camera angles. Because you'll be like, it'll be like really tight behind your character or on top of your character, and then all you'll see is like these wings kind of in the foreground. And I'm not usually really sensitive to stuff like that, but for people who are, I can imagine you probably never want to hang out with a sunbird. Alright. Come on, Oswald. Gain some levels, man. I wish they would almost slow gain points while you're just hanging out with them. Maybe not all the time, like if you're standing still. Like, I could see that being unfair if you logged into the game, asked them to hang out with you, and then just stood there forever. But like, as you're actively running around, like 1 point every 5 seconds or 30 seconds or something, just for the hanging out bonus. Pick it up. Alright. Remembering to time bend. Building habits. Oh, crap. Eat something.
My neighbors are good. Yes. Model citizens.
He's so cute. Are you stuck, Oswald? He almost looks like he is. Pick it up. No more in this area. See, he was stuck. Look at that. And then I know I had at least 1 or 2 things over here. What are you guys doing? Just being cute? So dramatic. Alright, get that. Get this. I need to drop off stuff in a chest and then go up and do the rest of the glittering gems. Staying on track. Stay on target. I can do that. You can live in there too. Is that everything? Everything I want to drop off anyway.
It's snowing.
It's what?
Good thing the cold doesn't.
We're in the desert. Look at it. It's snowing. Maybe just for you, Elsa. Finally done. Excellent. Love checking stuff off of a list. I've been doing that at work lately, where it's just like the slow progress. I'm taking a different approach to all of my task management this year and testing out how effective it is, where I'm actually doing more tasks for shorter periods of time more frequently. So instead of it being like once a week I work on this thing, it's every day I work on this thing. And so far, it's been highly effective. Now, it's going to kind of come unhinged for the next week or two as I deal with the book sale event that I'm running. But I'm hoping it'll become less unhinged than it usually does because of how I'm planning on dealing with all the little regular, well, they're not little things, but like all the things I'm doing and my, like, the new approach being applied to the book sale as well. So now we'll see if it actually does work and if I can actually do it the way I envision it in my head. But the real test is going to be like late October into November because I work in a library. Students will, and student usage will affect all of those regular tasks. Everything will just increase. But I'm not planning on changing my methodology because I want to test it out even when it's busy. So, and before the pandemic, November was like that end of the semester was busier than, say, spring. And I don't really know why, because a lot of students are graduating in the spring. You'd think they'd be doing a lot of like their big research things in that semester, but I feel like November's always busier than May. But we'll find out. Alright. But I already did this area down here. This just already regrew? Crazy. Nope. Ugh, right around this hill. Not me. What the heck? It seemed like it was more glowy over here. Like right around here. Like, is it on top of this stupid little hill? And now it's blue. So it's like it's right on top of this hill. Fine. You know what I can do? I can move this stupid little hill. That doesn't seem like it should work like that. That seems like it should be not a thing. Alright. Gimme. Come on, Oswald. Good job. Alright, let's drop off the rest of the crap that I just picked up in the desert. And then we'll go over to the valley. And we'll do some gardening as well as seeing if I can actually upgrade any of my gardeners. That'd be nice. I feel like I didn't get the right cores for it. Do I see anybody else with a blue head? Not readily. I bet if I cooked this pizza for Mulan, though, she would turn blue. Sometimes a fresh carbonated beverage is really intense with all the bubbles. Not in a bad way. I mean, unless you don't like carbonation, which some people don't, but... Wait. Look at all these things you want me to make. Oh, here. Let's do this. Start cooking that. Do I need to have 2 on me? Or do I just need to... I need 2 of them for her, right? Yeah. So let me go ahead and make a second one, since apparently the other one that I had has now disappeared. I don't know what happened to it, but it's not there now. Or it is, and I didn't see it when I looked in my inventory. No, I don't think it's there. Okay. Let me look at Remy's thing real quick and see if I need to make different foods. Get something made with slush ice for Elsa. Dessert to Belle. And then fish for Nala. And a 5-star meal for Ariel. That's why they all needed different stuff. Let me see. So slush ice. And that's... I can do this. Simple stuff. The simplest stuff. What does that get made with sugar? That's fine. So now, where is Mulan? Is she still up the hill? Oh, she's coming right for me. She's coming right for us.
Can we talk?
Here, take these. Oh, you know what I should do? See if I missed any messages while I was on my break. Nope. Generic notifications. That's fine. Oh, Lilith, this looks amazing. It's great to be in the valley and try new foods, isn't it? It's not grandmother's congee, but it's delicious. You should eat yours if you get tired during our strength building exercise. I'm already tired. Or let's get strong. That one. You have a great attitude, Lilith. Today we're going to work on our strength and focus by mining for minerals. Lifting a pickaxe isn't just for your arms. It engages your whole body. Come on. Okay. I mean, I will eat that. It's a 5-star meal. Should I just keep it for the birds? Eat for 750 points. No. Berry salad. Better. Do that. Now what? Topaz, aquamarine, garnet, and peridot. Those are predominantly... Oh, you know why they're predominantly Valley Gems? Because she is not exclusively expansion character. She is... Oh. First I was like, is he setting the ground on fire? And yes, but also no, because he's toasting a marshmallow.
Hope you have a bull market.
Oh, wait. Where's Elsa? She was wandering around in the desert. She's not there now. Elsa. Where's Elsa? Oh, not far away from me right now either. Nice. Hello.
I'm sorry, but could you help me?
I can. You can have this. Take it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's this? It looks delicious. An icy treat just for you. It's a little free sample. Remy's opening up a delivery service in the village. He wants everyone to know about it. You could order chocolate for Anna every day, or you could get a little taste of Arendelle whenever you like. I mean, I like both of those. Can we suggest both? You can get a taste. That would be wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you, Lilith. I'll be sure to tell Anna and Kristoff.
Why, thank you.
Okay, so what does he want now? I'm going to look at it. I'm not going to make it the tracked thing. Return to Remy. Is he just wandering about? Yep, and he's not far, so let's just go talk to him while we're here. Because honestly, if this does just make money, then that's not a bad thing to do. Because you make a little bit of money for giving people food in the restaurant. Oh, there he is. I just went
Excuse me,
right
but
past
I
him.
could use a human's help.
Nice work, Lilith. And to say thanks, I've got something for you. Sweet. It's wrought iron. What can I make with this? Or am I supposed to eat this? Or is it okay if I sell it? What can I make with this?
Yeah.
So many great things. You can use it to start rebuilding the seating area around Chez Remy if you'd like. Chairs, tables, a fence, paths, even that giant statue that used to be outside. And hey, if you run out of raw iron, just come back and see me. I'll have one special delivery for you every day, and I'll keep ordering raw iron for Mr. McDuck to give to you each time you finish a delivery. Nice. I'd love to see you try building something with that raw iron. No time like the present, right?
Thanks.
Cool. Ooh, that stuff is cute. Look at all that. Wrought iron walkway slab. Okay. So let's go over to the valley. I'm going to need a farmer to harvest the pumpkins. And then I'm going to need to get the gardeners picked up and taken with me to a crafting bench. Is it a time-bending bench that I need? I think it is. And then see if I can upgrade them. I was missing, like, gears or something last time. So hopefully I've picked up some gears. I really haven't been keeping track of what I've been picking up time-bending-wise. I'm really hoping to avoid running around and time-bending in the valley, but we'll have to just see what we have. I really need to finish the plaza, too. I've been slacking on decorating. I'm always terrible about decorating. Taking forever to load. Why are you taking so long? Okay. I was like, what is going on? Alright, what do I want to do first? Find a farmer? Probably. Actually, what do I have on my person? I have too much crap on my person. So let's go up and drop some of that crap off. I think we might be having taco stuff tonight. So it sounds like he's going to pay me in raw iron and not necessarily gold, which is fine. I don't fundamentally have a problem with that. Does he have a quest for building that stuff? Yep. You only want me to build one chair? Oh, no. One ornate and one regular. It still seems weird. Like, I mean, do I want him to ask me to build a pair of each? No.
You should be proud.
But will I eventually build a pair of each?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
living here is a marvelous opportunity.
This is not where I want to put that. I want to put that in. Fine. We'll do that. There. You're not a gardener.
Spend some time.
Do I see a gardener anywhere? You're a fisher. Mushu is not a gardener. You're not a gardener. I don't remember where you are, but you're not a gardener. Alright, who's down here? Ariel. Can't be. Even though she has legs. I wish she could do something.
This would be the perfect day to be at sea.
Yes, Eric. Alright, who's near? Well, there's Mickey and Minnie. She's a gatherer. Alright. We'll go up here and get Mickey Mouse, 'cause he's the closest.
I really lucked out. My neighbors are great.
Your neighbors are great. Yeah, let's hang out. And then we'll come get you later, Oswald. After I pick all the vegetables, I'll get him before I plant all the vegetables. Because gardening is a great way to build friendship. It's a lot of repeat points if you plant a whole bunch at the same time. This is the direction I want to go. Whoop. Ah, I missed that one. I'm not going to make it back to it in time. Because I lose more time and probably get less pumpkins if I had tried to go back for that one. So, fuck it. I think I only need these to be level 3. I bet it's the gears that were tripping me up. Pumpkins. Yeah, I didn't use to plant pumpkins because it would take me too many days because I only had time to play for a little bit in the mornings before work. And so it would take like 3 days to get my pumpkins. So I started planting asparagus instead. Well, if I missed one, I didn't see which one it was. But I got most of them. The hoverboard thing makes it all, like, makes all the difference for trying to get those bonuses. Oh. Good. Well. Oh, that was the other discovery I made. So I have access to my community tab on my YouTube channel, which I didn't realize because I thought I needed a minimum number of subscribers for that. And I think that still might be a requirement, but I feel like YouTube must have changed some of their requirements, like to be or statements as opposed to and or only statements. Because it used to be like watch time for certain criteria didn't include shorts, but now it's like there's an or statement for so many shorts views or something like that for like the partner program or whatever that they have. But it used to be you needed 500 subscribers to get access to the community tab, but I don't have 500 subscribers. I have access to the community tab, but it allows for like polls and stuff. Now I don't know if I can only post or if I can actually do polls, but I'm tempted to use the poll system for when I finally decide to buckle down and attempt a reaction video. Because I still don't know. I still don't know what I would pick for my first reaction video. Like, there's just too many out. My lists are huge for movies to watch. And I'm only focusing on horror, you know? So, maybe one day I will buckle down and then I might be able to go ahead and use the polls. I don't know if that's how I'll always do it. But it's nice to have that as an option. Technically, I could run a poll through my Facebook group, probably, but
Hi there, pal.
I haven't dedicated time to being consistent on my Facebook group. So, that's a future me. Future me can handle that. There we go. Almost 200,000 from those pumpkins right there. Now, I need to go get the gardeners. That is not how we do that in this game. That is a different game altogether. Coral Island is one of the ones where I use my axe or pickaxe to break down stuff like that. Okay, and then I need to go get Oswald. So wherever he is. You'd think he'd be obvious. Is he here? He is not. Okay, did he appear somewhere that I did not notice? It acts like he's here. I'm going to send you away. I'm going to send you away. I'm going to send you away. And then we'll run around for a second and see if that helps. Nope. Didn't do diddly squat. F. Okay, but where is he? It's acting like he's here now. But I don't see him. I'm gonna go to the restaurant and see if he's in there with this massive amount of people.
Es un hermoso día. So sunny.
Is she talking to herself? Or was there somebody standing next to her I didn't notice? Or maybe she was talking to me because I was running past her. I don't know. Y'all? None of y'all? Oh. Bitch. Alright. So yeah, I used the community tab earlier to essentially announce that I was doing this live stream today. Mostly as a something besides, hey look, I can post on this community tab awkward post thing. That was cool. Nice having tools built into the platforms you're using. I know they're not always as fleshed out as like other tools, applications, plugins, things like that, but it's still nice to have like for people like me who are just starting out, it's nice to have kind of things integrated, even if they have limitations. Just to give you, I mean, like, there are things I still don't know about how I want to do things, so having like a basic integrated thing is helpful to learn if like that's a tool for me that I eventually want to have a more robust version of. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of why I started the Facebook group for it, because I was just like, well, this at least gives me the option to see if I want to try and do this, like, communicate in this fashion or interact in this fashion. But it's not like high pressure, I must be posting in there every single day kind of thing. Because if I don't do that, and I don't develop that, then obviously that's not the tool for me. So let's see. We want ancient machines. It's only giving me access to basic and advanced. So what's going on? Oh, advanced. I can do one of them. Basic still require. Oh, basic does not require. No, that's a cooker. So that requires 3 gears to make one. And this requires 5 gears to make one. So I could make... Hold on. I could make one more advanced. But then I wouldn't be able to make anything else. I could make 3 more basics. And I need 2, 4 minimum to finish these squares. Now, see, I don't know if there's any place I could actually put. Like, the idea was to have, like, 4 back to back to back, so that the whole area around it was... Garden. I can finish a word. I can finish a thought. I can finish a sentence. Okay. Because this one definitely won't have room unless I relocate the well. So I'd have to shift this, which is not outright problematic. I eventually want something going on in this area here. And kind of the same. Well, I could make 3 of the basics. And the basics are what? A 4x4? And then these ones are a 5x5 minus 1. Right? And then these are a 6x6 minus 1. So what's that? 35, 24, and 11? No. What's a 4x4? 16. So it's 15. So it's better. It would give me more plots if I just make the basics and then worry about upgrading them later. Because that would give me 45 as opposed to an additional... What is that? 5 plus 6, 11 plots. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll see how they fit. Because I'm not going to math it before I build them, because fuck that. I don't need to plan that much. I don't need to think that hard. We can just build them and see. I did not count my cores. I just counted the gears. Can I turn things into gears? Upcycle. Oh, I can. Oh, that's the part. Select item to upcycle. How do I... Okay. Costs 1 green. How do I know what I have? Oh, I have a bunch of green. So how do I okay. Is this... It costs that. What do I get for that, though? How do I get the purple? How do I get the purple? Oh. 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 Well, shit. I have stuff outside the other house. I really need more stuff. Okay, so you get it from dismantling the same kind of thing? Is that how I'm reading that? Well, let me see if I've got a bunch of crap in here. Oh, look at that. I certainly do. I think I have things from all the different categories in here. So if I do this, that is not how to do that. If I do this, does it segment them into the category types? Maybe. I feel like that ancient belt might be in a weird spot. Okay, so if I upcycle, and then I dismantle that. Okay. Oh, I can dismantle more than one thing at a time. Okay, so get rid of that. This one gives me blue. Okay. That's also purple. Different categories. This is a different category. That gives me green. What's the fourth category? What's the orange? Fragments. Oh. Okay, so you sacrifice the same type of thing in order to get the things to make the other things. Okay. Well, that changes everything, doesn't it? So let's go look and see what I have a butt ton of inside my house. I learn new things, or remember things that I had figured out before but didn't really understand or remember. Oh, you know, I probably need to go in and tweak my sound settings now that I have learned more about that stuff for my laptop. I should probably do that. That would be... That's not me to do that. Okay. So... Does it tell me what kind of type these things are? Holy bejesus, I have 68 of those. Well, how many do I need? I'm surprised I have so few of some of these, though. Okay, so I have 7 gears in here. I have more gears than that, though. Do I really want to go over to the other house and pull the other stuff that I have over there? Or do I want to just say, I know what I have enough here. I could probably just say I have enough here, right? What do I even have? How many would I want? I mean, I could... No, I want to split this. Like... That is the wrong direction. Actually, it might have been closer that way. Stop overthinking things. Okay, you? Do I have anything else that's over? I do. Split. $30. That. $60. Wow. Could you just split in half for me? So my kids started playing Spider Heck. It's on Game Pass. We're having a great time. Bonding, brother style. 14. Okay. All right. That should be more than enough, right? This is where I spend all my mist without realizing it. Ooh. Ooh. I have an itchy spot on my foot, but it's also a tickly spot on my foot, so problematic to scratch it. Okay, so if I want to make, I need 4 more, right? Basics. And I have 9 gears. So I need 3 more gears for that. Okay, ancient pipes. I should not spend. I should not spend ancient pipes. Good to know. And then this also requires ancient pipes. Okay. So if I make... No. No. We'll just do all of those. Sure. Dismantle. There. We're not using those for what I'm getting ready to do. So now, I have plenty of gears. So I need 4 of these. 3? Why? I didn't make the gears. Okay. Now to make the basic ancient, not basic, regular ancient gardener, I need 5 gears apiece, so that's 20. And then I also need 20 ancient pipes. So I need 5 pipes and 20 gears. Oh, I didn't put any pipes in here anyway. Okay. So I need to do that. I'm just going to dismantle all of those. Okay. And then I need 20 gears. Okay. Well, I'm glad I got a bunch of freaking mist. Okay, and then I need... Is it this? Yes. Okay. Upcycle. Okay. Cool. And then we're gonna... Wait a second. Did I do that correctly? Did I just do that and not think about it? Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. 4. Now, I have 6 of these. I can make 6. So that's 42 of each the gears and the pipes, which is 84 purple all together. And I have 76. I am super close, though. Okay. That's cool. Hold the phone. I can probably finagle, what was it, 8 more? I can justify 8 more things. I can justify that. Do I have anything else over 30 in that category? Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 things. I could do split. 2. Split. I don't have enough cores, do I? I have just enough cores. That's level 3? Yeah. Look at me go! Math. Okay. And split. 2. Okay. Pretty sure? Pretty sure I just got it? I think I might really try and wear my kids out as soon as they get, well, not as soon as they get home, but like I thought about going. Last week we went to a park we had never been to, and it kind of sucked. I mean, it was a neat park, but it kind of sucked because it was hot and there was no breeze. So they were fussy kind of early, and then things kind of went to shit when we got to a thrift shop later. But, cycle. I have 76. I need 84. We're going to do these, and that will give me 84. Correct? Math. Okay. And then we will go and do... Ooh, that's a high price. This costs 3 apiece, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Anyway, we're not doing that. We're doing this. I need 42, right? Double check your math. Measure twice, cut once. Okay, so this is the Advanced Ancient Gardener. I have 6 to turn into the advanced ones. 6 times 7 is 42. So 42 ancient gears and 42 ancient pipes. Okay. Whoa! Why didn't you just go to this number I can make? That's annoying. I'm using so much mist right now. Oh, shit. Okay. Now, ancient machine. I can make no. Why can I only make 2? Is this like too much? It doesn't, it's not red. I can only make 2 because I only have 10,000 mist. Well, balls. That's okay. I now know that I have enough components. I just need the mist. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay. Open storage. You can go in there and you can go in there. It's just a matter of time. I need to hang out in the aisle more and do more stuff over there to get missed. Which is true anyway. If I focused on some of the duties, you know, like fishing and mining and doing all of that over there, that would help.
My magic can feel how special.
Okay. So now what we need to do is figure out exactly how I want to deal with this. So this would be filter. Where's the ancient? Is it now considered to be Atlantis? No. Not you. It's not considered to be ancient? Is it an appliance? It is an appliance. Okay, so this is the advanced. It won't go all the way over. That's okay. That should fit, though. This one is going to be problematic. How bad is it? Oh, it's rough. Okay. Could I just move this back here and be fine? such a nice little nook for it, though. I mean, it's fine being there. I'm being picky. Get over yourself. Just stick it down. It'll work. Okay. Well, now I'm going to have to pick things up. Okay, Oswald, come on. Or not pick things up. Dig things myself. There we go. Okay. Can I tell the difference? That one's got an extra little band on top. Okay. This is not the correct tool. There we go. How many across? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 1, 2, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it should be here, right? I'm going to be able to grow so many freaking pumpkins. And then we can start maybe thinking about how things are going to look aesthetically. But I just want to get some stuff grown. The advantage to having to dig all this right now is that it's going to provide experience points for Oswald. So, while I don't enjoy the activity of digging, let me just... Oh, you know what we should do is do this. Look at all the pumpkins I'm gonna get to grow. So many. Level up, man. Level up. Oh, shit. It's over 3 hours later. And I haven't heard from my parents yet. So it's either going to be a, hey, we're on our way, from my kid in the car, or they're keeping them later. I looked at my dad last night and I'm like, wear them out. But, oh, that was the story I was getting ready to finish. You can tell my brain's getting tired because I stopped finishing thoughts. I mean, I'm really bad about that anyway, but, like, it gets worse the later in the stream we get. But we went to this park last week, and on the way there, there was another park that I had looked at, but it was mostly hiking trails, and I mentioned it to my kid because we ended up driving by it because, one of the beautiful things about having GPS is that, you know, you can look at the route, you know, direct route from your home to a place, and it'll probably take you, like, the major roads, the major highways, things like that. But if you end up, like, doing things different and then ending up in kind of an odd spot, you'll end up getting on, like, some kind of not back roads, but back enough roads. Like, we took a really interesting drive, but it ended up taking us by this other park that we looked at that was mostly hiking. And so I mentioned it to my kid, and he was like, "Oh, that'd be really fun to do and explore." And I'm like, all right, well, maybe we'll try it sometime. Well, it would actually be kind of perfect for today because I'd like to wear my kids out before bedtime tonight so that they crash and go to bed early. So tomorrow morning isn't so drastic of a like deprived sleep situation. 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh my gosh, look how perfect that's gonna fit later. If it's right here. I didn't even plan that. That's amazing. Okay. Because I'm almost tempted to have more than one set of gardeners. Like, I feel like I could do a set of 4 here and then a set of 4 here. And then maybe do like some hedges or something along this here. But that's going to require a whole nother set of gardeners for just that spot. And then I don't know, I might do another set over here. Or do something completely different with this part right here. But I have this vision of like, this is all fruits and vegetables and just plants and stuff. It's just going to require so many resources. But once it's established, it'll just produce. Ah! Level up. One more level and then I can continue his quests. Motif. Excellent, excellent. I want his little suit. I'm looking forward to the clothing from the Tiana path. Oh, that was my game. I was like, why is my phone making weird noises? Oh no. That's in my game. Good job. That. Oh. He was blocking me from seeing the spot on the ground to dig. So I was trying to push him out of the way to like get to that spot, and then I couldn't get to the spot because the spot was already highlighted. That. So yes, I imagine with a new star path starting up, most of my streams right now are going to be this game. Until I get through the star path. Because once I get through the star path, the time pressure is not as high. It means I don't get to participate in some of the other events as much because I have such limited time. I really have to make use. Like, okay, pick and choose. There was something that was going on at the same time. It was like something about, oh, it was the cupcakes thing. Never got around to doing anything for the cupcakes. I have all the recipes now. So I could make them. And I have made them. Somebody asked for them for a gift or something. Anyway. So what I really need to do right now while I'm not streaming, if I end up playing this game, because I actually stopped playing this game a little bit because I was like, well, I really need to focus on questing. But while I am not streaming, I need to focus on mist gathering, which means I need to just focus on duties in Eternity Isle. Because I just spent almost all of the mist that I had. Earlier today, I was like, I have so much mist right now. Now it's like 500 something. But that's okay. It's all earnable. We can fix it. Alright, now I gotta plant pumpkins. I probably have not enough pumpkin seeds if I had to guess. Look at all this wheat. I don't really want to plant wheat right now, though. I think I got wheat as a test to see... Because wheat is actually the most profitable per minute crop. The problem with wheat is that it grows so fast that you actually can't pick it fast enough to maximize the money per minute. It might not actually be wheat anymore. Let me look at my spreadsheet. Foods. Nope. Foods. So, profit per minute. Is there... So, wheat is 3 gold a minute. And just to give you an idea, since everyone's obsessed with pumpkins, pumpkins is 1.62 gold a minute. Because it takes so long to grow it. Now, if you grow it in... the Forgotten Lands, the biome it comes from, it cuts some of that time off, but even then, to get, you know, it's just not going to be as high as the profit per minute for wheat. But wheat grows in 1 minute. So if you can't pick it, like grow it and pick it and grow it and pick and grow and pick it, like it's, and then watering it, like the ancient gardeners help. But I was kind of trying to test like what my patience level for trying to plant and pick and plant and pick wheat would be. But it's a lot because it's a lot more. Okay, I got to stay on it to make it actually worthwhile. And before the ancient gardeners, it was not worthwhile, even if it was the most profitable crop per minute. But celery is now the most profitable crop per minute. And celery grows in 10 minutes. So celery might, if you're like willing to sit there and just garden, you might be able to get a decent rhythm going, but it would be a lot of like constant work. Every 10 minutes, you got to be, picking and planting again, which again, if you have plenty of mist and you have plenty of ancient gardeners, you might be able to turn over some bank in an hour, but it's a lot more effort. But in theory, because celery is 4.5 gold a minute. So, just food for thought if you're trying to, like, make money fast. Because pumpkins, not fast. It's why I didn't do pumpkins before. They took a lot more work and a lot more time. Because you have to water them more than once. That's what the ancient gardeners made. It was a game changer for pumpkins for me. This is not where I buy pumpkins. I don't know why I came here. Because I was talking. Was running my mouth. Surprise. For a second there, I thought I heard my kids. I'm like, I didn't get a message. Nobody said anything to me. All right. How many of these are we buying? A ridiculous amount? Probably. Till I run out of room in my inventory. That's not true. I'm not going to do that. Alright, we're going to get these planted. And see how far it gets us. I wasn't even paying attention to how many I just bought. A lot. That many. I almost filled my inventory. Alright. See how close this gets us on Oswald's level. Oh my god. Almost have 1,000 pumpkin seeds. Oh my gosh. Oh, I should have eaten before I started planting. That's alright. I'll eat here in a second. It's not like I'd be able to plant this whole thing. So a square is 140. My previous gardens, before we got the ancient gardeners, were 120, I think. I think I did 10 rows of 12? Or something like that. Or maybe it was just 100. Maybe it was 100. I had 2 big patches. And I want to say they were 100, because it's like 10 by 10. Or something like that. So these are going to be 140 apiece. So 2 squares of the gardeners is going to be 280 plots. That's a lot of plots. That's if I can get them to be the full grid. These ponds are going to make it tricky to either have them laid out or to have them be complete, like maximized. I'm going to eat these. Because fuck it. Would you please? Now, why didn't those get watered over there? Why are those not getting watered? Explain. Do I need to turn them on? It's been a while since I've made new ones. Because I don't remember having a problem with them watering before. Mostly just trying to get the rest of this crap planted before I deal with it. Because before I had big ones and medium ones and small ones all watering together. Maybe it's because the other one was already in existence and is carrying forward some setting or something. We'll find out in a minute. We'll find out in a minute. It's Maui time. Because the medium ones I have right now are brand new. So they don't have anything turned on yet, maybe? Check. Ancient machine is not active. How do I make it active? Dig harvest. Why is it not active? Why is it not active?
I love how every day here is different.
Okay, hold on. Have I forgotten how to do that? Why is my ancient not active? Hold on. Okay, I don't have an item limit. It means you have another ancient machine in operation. When my auto cooker was batch processing some meals, all my ancient gardeners went offline. Can only have a maximum of 4 ancient gardeners per biome. So okay, so the fifth one deactivated. 15 in the same biome, wondering now what to do. I don't like the idea of having to space out my crop harvest across several biomes. That's time inefficient. Right. Okay. To get an advance. Okay, yes. Okay. So okay, so it appears like the problem is you can have only 4 active at a time. The problem I have with that, though, is that there are only currently these ones here doing anything. Well, that ruins my whole idea for making this like... Yep. There they go. Okay. So instead of having all of this down here,
I'd love for you to stop by sometime.
I could rethink how I'm doing the plaza and the meadow. Because this was originally going to be like the shopping district, kind of, with like the main Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, and then I threw Buzz up here because, well, I didn't know where else to put him. But I could move him, and I could make up here and down in the plaza, no, the meadow, kind of be the same kind of thing. Like, it's gardening and the shopping district. Which, honestly, is not necessarily a bad idea.
It's so warm.
I might take houses out of this area altogether. I don't know where I'm going to put them all. But I kind of like the idea of having them elsewhere anyway. I could also put like amusement type stuff up here, really. It's such a bummer. It bums me out. I don't like it being 4 in a biome. I understand that there's probably a very good reason, like from the back end side of things, but I don't like it as far as design ideas go for what I wanted to do. But it's good to know before I got too deep in designing all of this. So I'll probably put it over here. Okay, those house fronts all look at about the same level. Alright, where am I going to put Daisy? Daisy seems super posh. Or like she's trying to be super posh, you know? So, I don't know. Maybe I'll put Buzz up here in the Sunlit Plateau. Or I suppose I could put him over here where Woody is. I don't know. I think I kind of want to put Daisy in the forest. I'm going to put Buzz over here somewhere. Like he's camping. Here. I'm going to stick you over here, Buzz, for now. And then Daisy, I'm going to move to the Forest of Valor. Somewhere. Somewhere over here. Maybe I could put her over here. Maybe. Best laid plans. Boo. I don't know. I don't know if I like Daisy over here. I'm just gonna do it for now. Okay. I don't want to think too hard. But that means... had him centered, but I think I'll shift him over a little bit. I want her... I want this like at an inner corner, but oh well. Should I put them side by side? Can I put them side by side? Is there enough room to stick them side by side? Scooch. No? It's fine. You can't because of that stupid freaking plant. Maybe she needs to be on the inside. Ah! Nope. Okay, I'm gonna go pick this thing. This is what happens. This is what happens when you get determined to fix a problem. And you really should just wrap your stream and be done. Okay. Nope. Can I still squeeze in through over there or no? Guess we'll find out. Oh. I like the idea of her thing being at an angle. Maybe if I butt them up together, it'll be almost like they're one building. I mean, I guess that could work. Especially if you were coming out and it was like, oh, look how cute. And then, oh, and then I could still get over in here. Can I get behind them still? I can. Can I get through on this side? I cannot. Can I get through in between? Oh, I can. Good for me. All right, so then pick up map. That is not what I want. I want advanced. Okay. So maybe like that. Like that. Like this. Now, in the Tangle, is it per biome or is it per segment of the biome? Alright, here's what I'm going to test, though. That is not it. That is not it. That is not... Oh, that is it. Okay, and now, plant. Okay, it works. It works. It works. It works.
Did you know that rain just melted snow?
Okay. Frickin' frack. Okay. Okay, so this one is a 6. So that's, but it would be 5 here. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that works out spacing wise at least. And then this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This should be 6 all the way.
Did you know that rain just melted snow?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Okay. But, you know, sometimes variations can really... They seem like a hindrance, but sometimes if you struggle with designing things, having things, like, be in your way that you have to work around can help you design things in a more interesting way. Like, if I was left to my own devices and I had a grid, I would build on that grid. Because that's just how I am. But having to work around stuff can be very useful when you struggle to make your builds or designs look interesting. It's one of the reasons you see a lot of people like who make Sims
I despise
houses and rooms and all of that. They start by making their rooms weird shapes or their houses weird shapes because that will force them to have to like work around those corners that they've created. And it was one of the most useful things, not that I have like the most interesting builds. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Not that I have one of the most, you know, like I don't have mad skills or anything, but my skills greatly improved when I started intentionally making things have weird shapes to them that I then had to work around. And it's kind of amazing, like just something as simple as that can make such a big difference in how you build. So while I'm not excited about the idea that my meadow being this giant like orchard slash farm thing is going to be like I thought it would, this will probably make my design more interesting in the end when I finally get around to building it. So we'll see. I also may not get around to dealing with it for another year. Who knows? There's going to be so much to do in between then and now. And I always feel like I deprioritized design. Now I'm going to have to rethink, like, do I put all, like, the fruit trees and bushes and stuff out of the way so I could maximize the farmland. You know, I could still do farmland that I never pick. You know what I mean? And then I could utilize different shapes. Like, I could make more interesting little shapes, but then not ever pick and replant those things. So they're just kind of more like decoration than actual function. I tend to go for function. The practical of the practical eccentric. Okay. Right, I need to really wrap my shit up, though, because it is 2:15. And I have no idea when my kids are coming home. And I really should get some more... I threw our blankets and stuff in the wash before stream this morning, and I really got to get them in the dryer so that I can take care of the rest of my business for if I want to sleep in a comfortable and clean bed this evening. Alright. What's up, Scrooge? You need something? I'm kind of busy. And I'm not worried about the pumpkins that I planted earlier being problematic, because the earliest I might play this game is later tonight, but more likely to be tomorrow morning. I'm going to need something tomorrow morning to just cope with having to be... Oh, it won't let me... It's like, why won't it let me dig? Because that was there. Will it let me dig? Yeah. But if I'm going to have to get up at 5:15 and I decide to not sleep, like go back to bed in between when my kids leave, then I'll need something mindless and relaxing to do. And it might be this, or it might be the pixel coloring game that I do. Because that's really mindless and relaxing. I enjoy that kind of stuff, though. Especially early in the morning, if I really don't want to have to worry about staying focused. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I am planting pumpkins.
I have so many amazing neighbors.
I'm just looking at my meadow right now, trying to envision some new stuff. I really do like how the bushes and trees turned out, though. Because I was trying to give them space around them to make them more interesting, even though it consumed a lot more, like a lot larger of a footprint. But that'll work in my favor now. I might even want to make the footprints larger, because now I would probably be more inclined to do more decor. And I can't remember, does like the vegetation and stuff count as objects? Because if it doesn't, I might get crazy with some of that stuff, instead of using furniture and things like that. Oh, I forgot she was going to turn to try and accommodate. Alright. I think I'm gonna go paint too. I'm getting close on that painty cardboard recycled art decoration from my art space. I'm getting close to being ready for the next stages, and that's exciting. But I'll never get there if I don't plug away at it a little bit regularly, like not daily necessarily, but I hadn't painted in several days, so what day was it last week that it was Sunday, I think. So that's the last time I had painted. So, but no self-punishment here for that. No guilt feelings, because I obviously did other things with my time, and I'm not going to stress about the fact that I could have painted too, because all that does is make me feel bad about myself, and I'm not going to do that. I'm really curious to see how close to level 7 he is when I'm done here. It'd be great if I just got to level 7, because then next Thursday I could immediately start doing his quests again. I'm hoping to work on this in between streams so that he is ready to go for Thursday night, though. That will be a relatively doable, easy goal for me to get to. And mist. Millions and millions of units of mist. Alright. Well, what was that? Oh, it was almost to, what, 2:30? 2:20? Approximately. I could math it, but I'm not gonna. Not gonna. I was afraid they wouldn't all fit. Look at all those pumpkin seeds. Okay. If I had a bunch of mist, I would be interested in really testing out this whole wheat situation. As it is, I'm curious to see like how tedious it would be to do celery. Anyway, okay, I am not going to stare blankly. I'm going to go claim this. And I'm going to go... Oh, raw iron. I was like, wait a second. I wonder if I have that in my spreadsheet already. Eh. Oh, and I got a new cobra. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Alright, how close are you? Little less than halfway. That's okay. I will work on Oswald, and I will work on Mist. And I think that's about it, because I gotta refresh my brain. Like, hit the reset button or something. Maybe get some caffeine. And prepare for wearing out my children when they get home. So, I'm going to double check the calendar. It is the first week of school, so who knows what the heck might be going on. I don't think I'm going to have to cancel Thursday or a week from today. I just don't really foresee needing to do that. The next week on September 1st, I will absolutely be canceled because I'm working that day. I'm not sure about the 29th because it is we officially start the book sale at work on Friday, but Thursday we're open to the public, like the whole building is open to the public, so but we have to set up the sale. So usually we have the tables and stuff put out on Wednesday, and then we start putting all of our stuff out, but it's not technically started even though people can buy stuff cuz it's public facing. We can't we don't have the capacity to, I mean, we could if they wanted to pay for it or if they wanted us to work overnight, which they really, really don't. So we usually set up during open hours on Thursday for the official opening of Friday, but people can shop it the day early. We don't call it a preview because it's not like we don't invite a select group of people to come look at it as a preview. It's just there for people who happen to be that at the museum that day. So, anyway, I will post it in the schedule panel, and I guess I might try and start getting the community tab on the YouTube side of things there, like set up. Like if I cancel, I'll try and put it there too. But it's a new habit, so forgive me if I'm not consistent with it yet because I am still trying to learn all the things and like the things I want to try and work on first, and then we'll build upon that as we go. So, anyway, I hope you have a lovely day, night, time, wherever you are, whenever you are, and I will see you next time.